What's up guys, it's Amir here, and today I'm going to be going over how you can catch the best setups trend-wise in trading and have a high percentage win rate whenever it comes to your entries. A lot of you may be struggling with consolidation and trying to figure out exactly where you should be entering with your trades, why you should be entering a certain trade, and how to know whenever these trends are going to be stopping. And I'm going to address all of that. I'm going to go over how you can go into these trades and get the best setups by getting into pullbacks, continuation to the trend, and knowing what exact time frame to be trading on whenever it comes to these trades that you input. So as trend traders, the biggest weakness that we have is consolidation. And the best thing to do whenever it comes to consolidation is to, one, know exactly what that looks like, and for two, just not trade it specifically. But as soon as that consolidation is gone and we see a trend formed, for example, with this, then we know how to take advantage of it and actually end up profiting off of this downwards movement. But a big part of that is that we need to actually know exactly when to end up getting into these trades, because if we don't get in at the correct moment, then yes, we may get into a bearish trade, but we may end up getting in and then getting stopped out by a short stop loss or bad entry. And then it may end up continuing into the direction that we initially wanted it to go. Now, the easiest way to view consolidation, view a trend on a specific time frame that you're trading on, and even with support and resistance like this, for example, the easiest way to do that is to use what I call the 8 EMA trend continuation model, which is the 8 TCM for short. And all you're going to be doing is just using one simple indicator, which is a EMA, which is the moving average exponential that I just added. So whenever you go to the EMA, it's going to be set to EMA 9 close. What you're going to do is just simply go to the length, change the length to 8, make sure that source is set to close, and then you can pick the color that you want, but that doesn't really matter. But the two things that you need is a length to be set to 8 and then a source to be set to close. Now with this model, you're able to see consolidation on a certain time frame. So if you zoom in on this, you see this EMA just going up and down and up and down and up and down, and eventually it breaks to the upside. But right here, we can obviously see consolidation, and we see that there is a resistance level right here. And then we also see that there's some support right here as well. So we don't want this to be traded. We want to see this EMA either going to this upside, or we want to see the EMA going to this downside. So the best trace that we can end up taking with this 8 EMA trend continuation model is whenever price does two things for us. The first thing is whenever price makes lower highs and lower lows under this 8 EMA, if we're in a bearish trend. So if we look at this example, we're in a bearish trend. We have lower highs and lower lows, a high, 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 and then a low, a new low, and then a new low. And throughout this whole entire time, we do not see a single close over this 8 EMA, which indicates to us that this trend is still being respected on this certain time frame. Then the second thing that we need is for a pullback to form by this 8 EMA. So for example, we have this shooting star right here. Price tried to wick over the 8 EMA, then came back down to close right here. And then price tried to push down and then came back to create a wick on this 8 EMA, then close right back under to continue to the downside. And then once again, another wick on the 8 EMA. And then as soon as it wicked, it came back down to close here, and then it continued to this downside. So you notice a pattern, and once we notice that pattern, we're able to use any of these candles to end up getting into the entry, assuming that we're trading on this 10-minute time frame. Now, there are times where you'll notice that we have a trend. Like for example, we have a trend going to the upside right here. Then price reverses, it breaks through the 8 EMA here, and then it reverses going to the downside, and we have a bearish trend here. However, like I mentioned the first time, we have numerous closes in between this 8 EMA, and then we have price going up and then another break up under the 8 EMA, and then price goes back up. So this isn't a clean trend to trade on this specific time frame. What we want is, if there's a bullish trend, we want it to be completely over this 8 EMA like we've seen on this 10-minute time frame. And then if it's a bearish trend, we want it to be completely under this 8 EMA going to the downside. We don't want to see it going to the downside, then breaking through again to go to the downside, and then another break to the downside right here, and then it keeps breaking, because all that shows is that this time frame that we're trading isn't being respected. So let's use this example specifically, and I'm going to show you exactly how to combat this. So if we have a trend going to the upside on the 3-minute, for example, What we want to do is if we see that price is going to the upside, but it's breaking through the 8 EMA and then continuing to the upside, this is what we don't want to trade, because if we do end up entering on this 8 EMA, and then if it ends up breaking to the downside on that specific time frame, then we may get stopped out and then it continues in our direction. So what we want to do is go to a higher time frame, and then we'll see that the EMA is being respected more compared to this time frame that's not being respected. So if we go ahead and go to the 5-minute, we'll see that we have better respect on this 8 EMA, but we still have a few breaks. So what we'll do is go to the 10-minute, and then we'll see price is completely respecting this 8 EMA, and we have one break right here. But if we go to the 15-minute, we see that price is completely over this 8 EMA, is completely respecting the 8 EMA. And there was no point after price broke to the upside right here where price closed under this 8 EMA. And each time it's rejected, it's been over this 8 EMA, it's been respecting it. So the best time frames to trade in this specific situation will be the 10-minute or the 15-minute. If you go any higher, we will have respect for this 8 EMA. However, it's too far from this 8 EMA for us to depict a clean pullback, because at no point did price actually come to this 8 EMA to pull back and reject off of it. So like I said, the 1 minute, 3 minute, and 5 minute aren't necessarily being respected, but we can see in a clean bullish trend going to the upside. And with the 10-minute, there was one single break, but that's completely fine, because we can see that price has been rejecting numerous times off of this 8 EMA and has been continuing to this upside. Only time it broke was this time, and then it came straight back up. And then with the 15-minute, it rejected less times. However, we had no closes whatsoever under this 8 EMA, signaling that this trend is being respected on the 15-minute as well as the 10-minute. Like I said previously, we have two steps. We want higher highs and higher lows to be formed over this 8 EMA to still signal that strong bullish trend going to the upside, which we have here. And then the second thing was to have clean rejection candles going to the upside. So if we zoom in, we have two rejection candles here. Price came down to continue straight back up. And then we have another rejection candle here to continue straight back up. And then even if we go to this 10-minute time frame, you can see the same exact thing. A clean rejection candle here, two clean ones right here, three clean ones right here, four clean ones right here. And then even if we try to get in with this candle, we have another rejection candle here. It's close enough to this 8 EMA to the point where we can classify it as a rejection candle. And if we use this, we can go ahead and get in with, let's just say 150 and risking, let's just say 1 to 1.5. We go ahead and go with 231 and risking 153. We'll notice that price ended up breaking through this 8 EMA back to the downside, consolidated, and then came straight back up to hit our take profit on the 1 to 1.5 risk reward trade. And you may be thinking, well, we ended up getting in here, but price still ended up breaking through this 8 EMA. We almost got stopped out, but as you can see, we still ended up hitting that trade, and I'm about to explain to you why. So if we go to a higher time frame, let's just go to the 2 hour, we'll notice that we ended up getting in right here, but price came to this 2 hour 8 EMA, closed over, rejected, closed over, rejected, closed over, rejected, closed over, rejected, came back down to do a clean rejection, and then push straight up to the 8 EMA. So even on this 10-minute, it looked like we didn't have a good entry. We still ended up getting 2 hour support from this 8 EMA, and it ended up still going to the upside slowly but surely, and we ended up taking profits right here. And that just goes to show you how powerful these setups are, because even if you don't catch the best move or the best entry, you'll still have cushion from these other higher time frames, which is why I've mentioned that you still want to have a good stop loss and take profit whenever you're taking these trades, because if you do have a good stop loss and take profit, then you'll be able to get cushion from these other time frames, even if it does break on the time frame that you ended up entering on. And that's exactly why the return on investment is so good with this strategy, because even if you, like I said, don't catch the best entry and you enter, let's say right here, you'll still have cushion from these other higher time frames where price can still go to this upside and show a bullish trend, but it comes to pull back to that specific place and then continue to the upside. Like I said, if you want to be able to catch very clean trend trades and still be able to have cushion from other time frames, what you want is, like I said, you want price to be respecting the 8 EMA, going to the upside, or the downside, depending on the trend. You want it to be closing over the 8 EMA with higher highs and higher lows if we're on a bullish trend. And if we're on a bearish trend, we want lower highs and lower lows to be formed under this 8 EMA to signal that strong bearish trend. And with these trends, we want price to pull back to that 8 EMA to signify respect. And then we use those pullbacks as entries and we can gain massive profits off of those. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the subscribe button for more content just like this. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and also comment if you have any questions or concerns regarding this strategy. But use this strategy, is very powerful yet super simple. And the more you use it, the quicker you'll be able to master it.